16.2.x virtual machine in few easy steps. I'm clicking on typical, then click on next. If you tell me, sir, why we are using ISO file, that in this point, in second point, record the ISO file. Why record ISO file? Because you are installing Windows 10 on virtual machine. So if you install Windows 10 on virtual machine, you must record ISO file. And when you physically install Windows 10 on a new laptop, on the time also record ISO file. So that's why you must download the ISO file. If you think, sir, I have already Windows 10, or I have already installed Windows 10 on the time also, you can install the Windows 10 ISO file on your laptop. If you interested for done the practical, if you interested for go through the practical. So maybe all are clear. Can I go to next? There is second option. I'm choosing ISO file of Windows 10, which is Windows 10 to 1H2. Where I downloaded it? I downloaded from Media Creation Tool. What is the size of this ISO file? That size is 3.12 GB. The ISO file and Media Creation Tool is different. All are clear? तो किसी का क्वेश्चन आ ही सकता है कि भाई why we are downloading the ISO file, why we are downloading the media creation tool file, because this is the difference which I already described. This is the media creation tool size, and this is the ISO file size. Maybe all are clear, right? All are visible my screen. This is media creation tool, and this is the Windows 10.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is only 18 MB and this is 3.12 GB. This is not possible. This is a tool. What tool? For downloading that Windows from this media creation. Now maybe clear, right? What is ISO file and what is media creation tool? All are clear?
सर गेस्ट
Yes, sir.
ऑपरेटिंग
Yes, sir. Yes,
सिस्टम
sir.
इस पे क्लिक करना है सर। माइक्रोसॉफ्ट 4 ऑप्शन दिखा रहा है, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट विंडो, लिनक्स,
तुम पहले मतलब
ESX
तुम पहले क्या कर रहे हो? सीखना चाहते हो कि पहले कर ले? मतलब what you do right now, you are learning from me or you are try to do it in your own side right now? ये कल करना है प्रैक्टिकल. You will learn from me. पहले मेरा स्क्रीन देखो. सुधीर प्लीज
यस सर, थोड़ा सा
follow my
डिस्कनेक्ट
screen.
यस सर, डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था इसलिए सर पता नहीं चला।
Sudhir, please follow my screen, then you can perform your own system after 12 p.m. Not right now. Not right now. You are performing practical tomorrow or after 12. First you learn from me, please. I request to every candidate who have laptop, please follow my step first. आज कुछ करना नहीं, आज सीखो पहले. All are getting what I am saying? सबको समझ में आ रहा है मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ?
Yes, sir.
So where I go to the second option, not go to the first and not going to the second. Why? Because installer disk, don't. Installer disk की मैं ISO file, you can choose the ISO file because we are downloading Windows 10 ISO from this media creation tool, and this is the ISO file. The ISO file size is 3.12 MB, 12 GB, and this is the I will install the operating system later. So I am not choosing that option. I am not choosing that option. Which option you will choose? That option. So maybe all are clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Click on next.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Then
sir.
where I go? where I installing it? कोई तो लोकेशन होगा. जैसे हम लोग जन्म लेते हैं तो हम लोग का पृथ्वी में जन्म लेते हैं. पृथ्वी पृथ्वी में जन्म लेने के बाद भी तो कोई घर तो होगा. तो या that is the same thing. Where I taking this Windows 10 ISO, where I taking the Windows 10 VMware, I mean Windows 10 virtual machines, I am storing on this PC C drive, then click on creating a fresh folder which is Windows. I am creating VMware on VMware machines. I am creating a folder on VMware machines. I am creating a fresh folder which is Windows 10. On that Windows 10 I am right now I choose. So what is the folder now? C VMware machines Windows. Maybe all are clear where I storing the virtual machine.
Yes.
You will choose, you will check the location. Maybe you are also clear if you have the knowledge about the directory. All are clear.
Yes.
Any question up to
Yes,
now?
sir.
No, no.
Any question up to now? किसी का कोई question है?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Then click on next. Store virtual is as a single file. मैंने सिस्टम रिकॉर्ड में मैं क्या बताया था? 16 GB required. 16 GB required for 32 bit and 20 GB required for 64 bit. I am using here 16 GB. 16 GB hard drive for 32 bit OS. Click on OK. Then where I go 1 GB RAM. Then click on finish. Maybe all are clear, right? तो देखो यहाँ पे 3 चीज फॉलो करना है. लेफ्ट क्लिक ऑन वर्चुअल मशीन एंड देन प्रेस एनी की. And when you pressing any key, your cursor is not visible. When you left click, जब तक तुम लेफ्ट क्लिक नहीं करोगे, if you not pressing left click up to lifetime not possible to install Windows 10 on fresh laptop and one virtual machine also. And when you pressing Control Alt, then you are visible your cursor. Cursor is visible. Where cursor is present? Cursor is present on your own system. And when you press on here, on the time cursor is working on virtual machine. So you must have knowledge about where you present and where you give the input. So where I go, I'm clicking on English India, first option. Maybe all are visible, all are uh, all are getting my screen clearly.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That I choose, I'm choosing English India, then click on next. Then where I go to
Install now.
install. Then where I go, if company provide you the product key, you can type here. If you not have product key, you click on I don't have product. Then where I go, I am choosing your Windows 10 Pro. Windows 10 Pro, why required? So all this. Windows 10 Pro, why required? Because Windows 10 Pro we are
Professional.
managing multiple users on here, and also we are easily join workgroup to do. When we are joining the workgroup to domain easily, we are easily managing the users and also maintaining that computer, which computer is present on infrastructure on workgroup network and domain network also. But if you go to Windows 10 home single language, it is not possible to join workgroup to domain and one more option is visible, which is you will not created the multiple user over here. So where you creating multiple user? Windows 10 Pro. And multiple features are available in Windows 10 Pro, and that's why company are using the Windows 10 Pro on any organization. So I'm clicking on Windows 10 Pro, then click on next. Here option is visible, accept license. So you must click the accept license. I accept the license key. Then click on next. There is two options visible. Where I go, click on second option. Then click on next. So maybe all are clear how to install Windows 10. Any question up to now? Otherwise, I go to next topic, local user and group.
Sir, at the beginning of installation, there are two types, typical and custom. Can you tell about something about custom?
Custom, why you go through custom? You are customized, there is multiple options. You go through which option, you go to typing. Then click on next and then go to second steps. You are going to easiest steps. You will follow that steps. And if you going through second step, you are facing too much problem.
No, I just wanted to know about that the SATA and so many options are there. So that's why I told you the question.
There is the typical that advanced option is described when you are learning the VM technology. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
On VMware class, it will be described. Virtualization type. This is not virtualization class. This is the Windows administration class. Here we are learning about Windows. So where I go now, I go to describe the very important topic, and that topic is required up to 60 years. जब तक तुम काम करोगे, wherever you go, cloud infrastructure, server infrastructure, Windows infrastructure, domain infrastructure, workgroup infrastructure, wherever you go, you must record this knowledge. Tell me anyone, what is the difference between administrator and user? Anyone?
Administrating having the entire authority or permission, but
Okay.
user have a user having a specific permission that is provided by administrator. Maybe read, write, execute.
Okay. So where I go now, let's see. You will read the content very easily. You will understand. So what is administrator? The administrator account full control of files, directory, services, and other resources on the local computer. Local computer means what? You must remember these things. What do you mean by local computer?
Our system.
Sorry?
Our system.
In our own desktop or PC.
Very good. In our own desktop and PC. Acha. If tell me anyone, suppose I go to computer 1 or computer 2 and I want to control from this account. Suppose I want to control computer 1 to computer 2. Is it possible? क्या ये possible है?
नहीं है sir.
No, not possible.
No,
Who
sir.
tell me yes? Who tell me yes, sir? Please raise your hand. Who tell me yes, sir? It's possible. Administrator of computer 1 to administrator of computer 2, it's possible. Please raise
I
your hand.
think it's possible when we are connecting
No,
two
I
computers
think-
in network.
No, I think it's not used. You think it's work when you are going to domain it. When the administrator present on domain computer and that computer 1 and computer 2 present on the domain, on the time that administrator is work. But I am describing here local. I already described you. What do you mean by local?
So from our own local
Acha,
we can.
Gayatri tell me yes. Acha, Gayatri, you are present on Hyderabad. I am present on Durgapur. And I want to control your computer. I don't have any account on your computer because your computer is different, my computer is different. Is it possible, Gayatri? Am I log on to your computer? No, I am not describing remote infrastructure. I am describing only local. I am only describing local. Therefore, I have already mentioned किया हूँ. I am already describing local. Yeah. So all are clear. What do you mean by local? I am able to log on Gayatri's computer if Gayatri created user account through my name. If I have an account on Gayatri's computer, then I am able to log on Gayatri's computer because Gayatri is the owner of this computer. And Gayatri's computer present on Hyderabad, and I am not able to log on because my account is available on my computer, and Gayatri's computer, Gayatri's computer, Gayatri's account is present. So that is totally different account. Whatever the computer one accounts are present, that account not managed by computer two, and computer two accounts not managed by computer one. That is called local. तो ये लोकल को समझना है क्योंकि एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर वी आर नो कि these are the administrator, these are the user, but administrator role is different and administrator present on different sets. So if you read again, you can understood very well. The administrator account has full control of file, directory, services and other resources on the local computer. Local computer means what? Computer one administrator is present. Computer one administrator is present. Computer one administrator is present. Administrator creating Ram.das, administrator creating Deep.das. That Ram.das treated as a user, that Deep.das treated as an administrator. Who is created to Deep.das? Deep.das created by
Administrator.
administrator. Ram.das को कौन बनाया है? Who will create Ram.das account? If I go to computer 2, suppose I go to computer 2, is it possible to access that administrator can control this computer?
No.
No.
Why no? Because that computer one administrator present on computer one, that computer two present on computer two administrator present on computer two. Computer administrator present on different side, computer two present on different side. Computer one location is different, computer two location is different. All are clear up to now? That is called
Yes,
local.
sir.
If you not clear the local, if you not understood the basics, you are not understood the big infrastructure or another infrastructure. Infrastructure manage करने के लिए तुमको ये knowledge बहुत जरूरी है कि in which computer it present and what particular administrator and what particular user and this present on which computer. पहले एक कंप्यूटर को कंट्रोल करना सीखो. You are understood the one computer controlling responsibility. Then you go to computer 1, computer 2, computer 3, a number of computers. First we are learning about the basics. All are clear up to now or having some doubt? Please tell me.
Clear, sir.
Clear, sir. The administrator account can create other local user, assign user ID and assign permission. Where on the same computer. If computer 1 administrator present on computer 1 administrator controlling Ram.das, computer 1 administrator controlling Deep.das. From where? On the same computer. Because administrator managing Ram.das and administrator managing Deep.das. And also managing the permission user or administrator. Administrator of computer 1 wants to change Deep.das is got a user. That also changed by administrator. Ram.das wants to change administrator to user. It's also changed by administrator. And the administrator account can take control of local resources at any time simply by changing the user right and permission. Administrator can do everything. Administrator have this full control of the local computer. All are clear, administrator? Any question on administrator? Please tell me. Anyone?
Sir, here dip dot that is also an administrator, right? Dip dot
Yeah,
das is an administrator.
yeah. Deep.das is also administrator.
That can create another user.
Yeah, obviously, because this
Yeah,
is treated as administrator. But
but
Ramdor
Ram
not. No.
cannot create.
Ramdor is a
User.
not administrator because Ramdor is a user. देखो ये
Okay.
लाइन पढ़ो देखो समझ में आ जाएगा. The user
Yeah.
account is a collection of settings and permission specific to a user that determines what a user can and cannot do under computer. A user account is a collection of settings and permission specific to a user that determines what a user can and cannot do on that computer. These settings are also used to protect the user's files and folders from access by other non-authorized people.
तो भी एक्स्ट्रा चेक
So where I go? So where I go? That means user. The user account is a collection of settings and permissions specific to a user that determines what a user can and cannot do on the computer. These settings also used to protect the user's files and folder from access by other non-authorized people. क्या meaning है इसका? The user account is a collection of settings and permissions specific to a user that determines what a user can and cannot do. A user not able to managing the user. एक user को manage नहीं कर सकता. Admin can manage user, but user cannot manage admin. These settings also used to protect the user's files and folder from access by other non-authorized people. If Ramdor wants to check others' data, is it possible? Ramdor wants to check
No.
Deep.das data, possible?
No,
Ramdor
sir.
No.
data, possible? No. If
No,
Deep.das wants to check Ramdor data, it is possible because this is administrator.
It is possible.
If administrator can check the Ramdor data, it is possible because administrator is this is administrator. But Ramdor does not check to administrator data or Deep.das data because Deep.das is also administrator and who is the owner of this computer, that is also present, which is created administrator. All are clear? Who not
Yes,
clear, please raise your hand. Who not clear, please raise your hand or ask me some question. I go to practical. And please respond me quickly because I am waiting for your all response.
It is clear, sir.
It is clear.
Clear.
Yes,
Can
sir.
you give us an example of standalone PC with administration and user?
Yeah, I performed the practical on the time you can understand very well.
Okay, sir.
Sir, can you explain the second point of administrator?
Second point of administrator means this one. The administrator account can create other local user. the administrator account can create other local user, assign user right and assign permission. मतलब a administrator if present on computer one, that administrator controlling the user and controlling the leave the dust also. I mean admin to user also control. The administrator can create other local user. Other local user where created other local user on the same computer. On the same computer created other local user. Assign user right. Assign user right means it will be assigned user or administrator, that also managed by administrator. Assign permission. Assign permission means if you wants to share a file from computer one to computer two, computer one to computer two, sharing a file, sharing a printer, sharing a remote, sharing a particular files, reading rights or access right, that also managed by computer. I mean that also managed by administrator.
Sir, if I am the administrator of my local computer and then I can create user ram.das and deep.das. Can I give deep.das as administrator permission?
Obviously, local user to administrator not control. But if you are present on your computer and you are treated as a user, you are not able to control anything. But if your permission is administrator, you can control anything.
Means there are actually two administrators. The user that I created.
There is two administrator. Administrator which is by default present on computer one or every computer which you manually activated, and you can create one user and you will providing the administrator, that is also one type of administrator, but that is the work group administrator.
Okay. Who is the work group administrator? Deep.das.
Deep.das.
Yes, sir.
An administrator who present on the by default, I mean which is built-in administrator. Built-in administrator का meaning क्या? What do you mean by built-in administrator? Built-in administrator managing the work group user also and domain user also.
Okay, sir. Okay, get it.
Okay. When we are performing practical domain and work group, you can understood very well, because what I describe theory and practical everything, not an issue. You don't follow a single problem if you follow all topics. And if you think I'm present tomorrow and then attend on the day after tomorrow, you totally got zero. Every topic, every theory, every practical is important up to first class to last class. Clear? Can I go to practical? All are understood this theory?
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Question up to now?
No, sir.
और एक चीज यहाँ पे और एक बार बोल दे रहा हूँ, who is already understood very well, I am not focusing on syllabus, I am focusing on your responsibility. Your responsibility means you are performing the same practical, you are understood or not. I am not focused on my syllabus, because syllabus is not matter for my side. I request to everyone, please concentrate on theory, concentrate on practical, and while performing the practical, you understood very well. And what is my responsibility? First day I describe from my side, Monday, Tuesday you are all described. Wednesday I describe from my side, Thursday you will describe, Friday describe from my side, next day your sides. That is my rules. If anyone think he only describe only from my side, I am not responsible. Whatever I describe today, you are represent through your laptop. What you are all understood. इसका laptop है मैं उसके लिए बोल रहा हूँ. Who don't have laptop, we will arrange laptop at least for 2 hours. It's good for you because you are getting good knowledge. If you performing the practice. All are clear? All are getting my voice?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now let's say I'm going to performing the practical. This is the last topic for today. Local users and group management. So basically where I go to India, then click on yes. Windows is already installed. Then click on English India, then click on yes. Then I want to add second keyboard layout, skip it. And why we are performing practical on DMR? If I sign out from current account, the Zoom is got disconnected. So that's why we are performing every practical on our Zoom, on the DMR. Time clicking on setup for personal use will help you set up with personal Microsoft account. We will have full control over this device. Click on next. Let's add your account. Don't add any account over here. If you add account, this is going to online account. And then we are not managing local user. And so where I go to offline account. Maybe all are visible. Sign in to enjoy to full range Microsoft app and service. We click on limited experience because I'm not going through online account. I'm going through offline account. Who is going to use this PC? What name do you want to use? I'm using here PC1. All are clear?
Yes.
Click on next. Don't enter password. Then click on next. Then click on accept. Click on skip it. Click on accept. So maybe all are understood this present on desktop. And which account we are present? We are present on PC1 account. So maybe all are clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So today I only describe how to active administrator account. Go to run. What I type here? LUSR MGA